fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sioux jammer that will ever grace your lips. Well, well, Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Azura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulins for years now. No. I just think he's going about this the wrong way.
You have a better idea?
Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you.
Then always remember, the world
There's
is
an
right with
Ulan
people
ancestral
looking to spill your
tomb
blood.
near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for. What makes you think I haven't? Anytime Adril and the Redarin Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead and didn't show up.
Thanks for the tip.
You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor
Poetry
shows
is
up.
so dull when it isn't set to music.
When a Dunmer is laid to rest, the body is burned and returned to the ashen soil. Since the ash yam is born of the very same soil, it represents rebirth and renewal, the fact that life ends and begins anew. If you've got gold on your hands, you might talk to Rallis of the Colbjorn Barrow. I've heard he wants to excavate the place.
Okay.
Come back if you're feeling thirsty. Upright.
Okay. Just gotta wait. Uh-huh. Hello?
Excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here. I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed. Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that
Few
sort
can
of
resist my
behavior from
charms.
someone who
Even
isn't done
fewer
that.
are worthy of them.
You're Yulin?
Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead.
You're not from House Harlu?
What kind of nonsense is that? I'm simply honoring a fellow departed Dunmer, and you hurl baseless accusations at me? Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit.
Okay.
Then always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
in here? Retching niche.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by
I
the
hope
fire and
Geld has
I'll send
proved
someone
useful.
over.
Have you made any progress?
Tisse Severin was in there.
Tisse. Are you sure?
She's in the tomb.
So Geldus's plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telisu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it.
Search the house?
I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Telisu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen.
So you want me to do it?
If you have evidence, and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck.
How's business, Clover?
The usual. Piles
Be
of
careful.
armor to repair for the Redoran
Severins
Guard.
have betrayed us,
Pleased to be keeping
then
busy.
they'll be well armed.
These hands were made for bending steel, not mending bone mold. But it's certainly better than not working at all.
Okay, I'm weighed down. Chronicles of Necros. Weight is 10. I don't think I need that anymore. I don't need that either. Sliced goat cheese, Hanson short. Leish's journal. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, the music. Replace it. I didn't put any in for Soul Steam, it appears. So we got no music in Soul Steam unless I go into a dungeon or something.
Is someone there?
Fate is sealed by your own.
Okay, we're being attacked straight away.
House Lalu will have its revenge.
Well, they just attacked. Well, safe key. Okay, I think we better find the safe and get some evidence before we just get accused of coming in here and murdering people. Okay, they got enchanting and stuff. Safe. That's a safe. There we go. That's probably the evidence we need.
Few can resist my charms. Even fewer are worthy of them.
Not so close.
Place to make a nice house.
warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Did you find any evidence at Severin Manor yet?
I did.
Then we finally have them. All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice. Good. I'm going to send 2 of the best Rereran Guard we have to take them down. I want you to assist them any way you can.
Okay.
See that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away. Villa Ulen wasn't the first Ulen to live in Raven Rock. His father, Valen Ulen, was one of the first Dunmer to settle here. Unlike his son, Villa, Valen was a good man. He contributed to the community and was quite respected. When Valen died,
I like to think
his
I've
family
aged well.
provided the funds to construct the tomb. The Ulen family being a part of House Lalu didn't matter. It's Dunmer's tradition for the ashes of the deceased to be placed in an ancestral tomb. Valen Ulen and his son's remains were both laid to rest there because that's what he'd requested.
Okay.
Ashfallow Citadel's been abandoned for a long time. Be ready for anything.
Ashfallow Citadel. That must have been in the notes I found. Probably should have read them. Anyway, doesn't matter. Right, so we've got to meet up with these guys. The closest place is the Sunstone, and then I'll try to get there in time.